Hey there, you're watching Gardens and Graveyards, where we bring our passion of gardening to the grave. Today we're in Bend, Oregon. First we're visiting the cemetery of Pilot Butte, which is actually located right at the base of Pilot Butte State Park. And this cemetery is maintained by the city of Bend. Now, their website says that this cemetery was established in 1913, but I found on Find a Grave burials as early as 1904. Pilot Butte is 40 acres, but only 14 of which are developed. Can I just say that these highly maintained little trees, I think they might be cypresses, I'm not entirely sure, maybe cryptomeria, really give this cemetery a sort of Dr. Seuss book feel, but I am so digging it. It looks so clean and uniform and absolutely adorable and just gives such great whimsy to this cemetery. We were also noticing how so many of these trees and shrubs are planted flanking markers as if they are guardians of the graves, which I find really interesting. The back of the angel wings is pretty. This cemetery had all these sweet little rolling hills and so many pine trees. It was just super, just serene and beautiful. Some new sections up there. Adorable trees. Oh my god, they're so whimsical. If you get a chance to come to the Bend, Oregon cemeteries, the Pilot Butte and Greenwood cemeteries, you can actually access them by going to the Pilot Butte State Park, and there's a trail that goes underneath the highway. You can enter the cemetery that way, but then there's also several road accesses that you can use. But if you do come and visit, I highly suggest you find the big giant map that's kind of oriented in the middle of these cemeteries, because we could have really used with stopping and studying those maps. We were just basically driving around in circles and zigzags. All of these streets sort of interconnect with each other, and we got a little bit lost because we were excited and not paying attention, and a little bit because we're just not familiar and we kept ending up on the same road. So take a minute, stop, check it out. It's a really good detailed map and worth looking at. That huge monument. Wow. Cross on the hill. For the purposes of this video, I put all of the Pilot Butte Cemetery footage on one side and the Greenwood Cemetery footage on the other side. So we had to come back through Pilot Butte to exit both cemeteries in our car, which is why you're seeing us re-enter Pilot Butte. But in just one moment, we're going to enter Greenwood Cemetery, which is on the other side. And on that side, we are seeing niche walls and columbarians and mausoleums, and also a raised bed, and probably like some scattering gardens. There was a military monument there, so a lot more like building type structures. And there you see Pilot Butte right in front of us. It's interesting that this is like on the foothills of the butte instead of the cemetery being up on the butte.
Right.
Usually the cemeteries are up on a hill.
Right.
Maybe they're not so much in the desert. Like they don't worry about the runoff as much as in forested areas, rainy areas. I couldn't get over how many pine cones were underneath some of the pine trees out here. Just crazy amounts. And there are the raised beds that I saw and want to check out. Also, we almost hit that squirrel. Those little maples. I had to get out and look at this. Okay. Oh, I think this is a scattering garden. It's a raised bed. It's like probably 3 feet high. You can see the niche walls back there. See anything on them? Look at that spruce tree. That's okay. It's tiny. Thank you for coming along while we toured these 2 cemeteries in Bend, Oregon. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time we post a new one. Until the next time, go celebrate life.